Let's kick things off with these trekking poles. Spoiler alert, it's going to get interesting.
Hey there, I'm Courtney. Today we are going to be reviewing gear. We are going to be talking about two pieces of gear that I have experience with. One is going to be the Salomon running vest. It is sturdy, which means I use it a lot. We will be talking about these trekking poles. They're the very lightweight variety, and they are meant for endurance running.
Let's kick things off with these trekking poles. Spoiler alert, it's going to get interesting. So here we have the REI Swiftland TT carbon folding trekking poles. Sounds fancy. Sounds like they would be awesome to use. Lightweight trekking poles like these are supposed to be your best friend on a difficult climb. Ultra runners often use them because they are lightweight and you can stick them in your pack when you're not using them because you won't be using them the whole time. They help stabilize you on the uphills. They help make the uphills a little less daunting if you have that stabilization. And they look like tent poles, I think, but they fold up all nicely to stuff in your pack, so you really are not worse for wear because it's not very cumbersome when you take them off. Now I'm going to preface all of this with this. Yes, I probably am suffering under huge user error here, and they're actually not that hard to use. I'm well aware that that's probably the case. But I, one, made a mistake, and two, it was just very frustrating. But leading with one, I got these literally the day before my ultra marathon, my last one, because I wanted lightweight trekking poles. I use normal hiking poles that are not, as lightweight as these carbon ones. So I got them before the race. And the first time I tried them was on race day. Okay, I know. You don't do that. I know. I said it too in this video. Don't get new gear, man, right before the race. I know this. I do all these things. I know not to do them. I know that you're not supposed to do that. But you know what? I did it. And I was like, how hard can it be to figure this out? Because they look like tent poles, right? And tent poles, they snap together. They even are so stable that you can bend them, put them in the ground, and you eventually figure those out after sometimes some trial and error. They can be difficult. So I was like, literally, how difficult can these be? Well, friends, I got so frustrated that I didn't end up using these. 9 miles into my ultra marathon, that is 34 miles, I tried to put these guys together once I started to hit some significant uphill. And I tried a couple of times and then, snapped them together. They're supposed to snap together. And then tried to use them. Immediately, they came apart. Immediately. So I tried again and again. But I could not get them to stay so that they didn't flop out and start the dangly spider thing because they weren't connected. I got so frustrated that at mile 9, which was the first aid station, I handed them off to one of the lovely volunteers and was like, hey, can you put my name on this and I'll pick them up at the end? I literally cannot. I cannot deal with these. They are ridiculous. He's like, sure, fam, sure. And that was easy peasy. That was the easiest part of owning these so far. Again, of course, it could be user error, but honestly, at $179, I really strongly feel they should be easier to use. Okay, let's try to put these bad boys together, and I'll show you what I mean. You hear the snap and you think, easy. Let's continue. And I do want to note that there is this instruction right here on the pole that says right there, pull down. Okay, and I take that to mean you pull this top piece down so that it's over this smaller piece that's in there, smaller in dimension. So let's put these together, continue, and try to pull down. We have a functioning pole. Yes. But then I lift it up and that piece slides out a bit. There we go. It slid out. And that was just when I was doing the movement that you normally do for the trekking pole. You continuously push down on it. Okay, so I'm going to try the pull down here that it says. So if you saw, it pulled back up and then back down, and I think that's what it means by pull down. And then it stays there. So to me, that would mean it's locked in place. These pieces are locked in place. But let's test it. But if I'm just an absolute idiot and I'm just not able to figure this out and it's so much easier than what I think, please leave a comment and show me the light, because this is ridiculous. Okay. I tried to, step it up like that, and it came apart again. So while I was walking back and forth, it seemed like, oh, I think this is actually going to stay this time, which would be so fun if I figured that out on this video. But no, you're still like lifting and it comes apart like that. And I don't think that this is the normal function of it, where it's supposed to just slide like that, because then you have this risk. I don't get it. I don't understand why these aren't easier to use. I haven't gotten rid of them or returned them because I'm going to figure it out, okay? I'll figure out how to use these guys. I'll probably watch more YouTube videos to try to figure that out before I go on a long run. So if you have any tips, or you've used these before with much more success than me, I want to know. Leave it in the comments. Help a runner out. But enough about that. Let's switch gears and let's talk about this running vest. The Salomon ADV Skin 5 running vest. It's been an absolute game changer. My favorite piece of gear I think I've bought to date. Honestly, if I have anything outdoors planned, I bring this or throw it on right away, because I know that it will come in handy no matter what the day brings. I love this vest. I use it for all different types of recreating on local trails. I use it on 8-ish mile hikes around there or under, because it packs all of my snacks that I need. I can have, plenty of water. I even have a thermos out because I'm on just like local trails right now. And then your water bottle, of course, a pocket for really important things. I have my inhaler in there. There's a zip pocket here, a zip pocket here. I clip on my Garmin InReach. So in the case that I'm going out on a longer trail, I can have that right there handy. Also, if I did want to use this on a longer trail run and it's a really hot day, I can pack a bunch of water in here. It's perfect. And this is how I do that. And I want to be very clear, this is not at all a sponsored video for either of these products. I just
really think that everybody, whether or not you are just getting into trail running, whether or not you're just getting into hiking, whether or not you want something that will last you and also feel really good on your skin when you get very sweaty, I think that Salomon vests are truly the way to go. Let's take a closer look and a little tour of the vest. Okay, let's take a look because it deserves its close-up. We have a big pocket on the back, big zipper. I keep everything in here. So today it's New Year's Day and I'm trying to connect with nature right at the beginning of the year. So I brought out my Kindle, which will be used down at the beach very momentarily. That fits in there. I have gloves in here. I have things that I wouldn't need so close to home, but actually, you know what? You never know. You truly never know. Got fire starter in there. I just keep these all handy in here for when I need it because I'm often out on more remote trails with this vest. And I have hand warmers in here, gloves again. We have snacks, we have a headlamp, and even a little freshette in there because you never know. More snacks. This pocket is really great. I will say it looks like it would be cumbersome on your back. So you can feel it all here. This piece goes and sits on your back and you can feel everything in there. To be completely honest with you, I've never had a problem with it actually feeling too bulky or uncomfortable back there, which is honestly amazing because anything that is, so they call it the skin, so anything that's pretty much basically right on you that you can feel the movement of it. It's meant to move with you. It's meant to work with you when you're sweating all over the place. I think that it would be a little bit more obvious what is going on behind you and quite frankly uncomfortable sometimes, but it's not, and it's great. And then moving on to some of the front pockets, of course the water bottle, the zipper we talked about a little bit before. There's a zipper on this side, holds essentials, there's some goo, an inhaler. And then what I really like is because I found a lot of vests that do have zippers, of course, because they have the pockets, but sometimes they only have one pocketed zipper pocket. And I really love that this one has two. So holding more things. And then it has plenty of hooks on the front. So you can have anything dangled, anything on a carabiner here. So like the inReach there. And then it even has another pocket all the way. So this is the pocket we were talking about, the big one that sits on the back. But then there's another one too. So you could even have another layer of something in there. Like a coat, or maybe a dog's coat, or a towel. Something that is a little bit more accessible, you can grab it right out. I kept extra water bottles in there when I did my 50K Ultra last summer. And it was very convenient to just pull and then like discard any of the used bottles back there too. It's just the absolute best.
Highly recommend the vest. I honestly cannot recommend the poles, but, like I said before, probably user error. Maybe I'll make a new video when I actually look up how to use these things. Or, again, if I'm just an absolute idiot, just let me know how to use them. I want to know what gear you love, and I especially want to know what gear you do not love. Put that down in the comments. Like and subscribe, follow me for more tips on outdoor gear, and also so that we can journey in the outdoors together.